This month, we mark the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, which also launches the annual 16 Days of Activism against gender-based violence. I'm of course glad that this campaign exists, but I find it horrific that it's necessary. In countries mired in armed conflict, women are particularly vulnerable to sexual violence. Indeed, in some places, mass rapes have become both a tactic and weapon of war. But conflict only increases the frequency and brutality of different forms of gender-based violence that also occur in peacetime. Many women who suffer violence do not speak out. They do not speak to anyone about their experiences from a sense of shame or for fear of humiliation or reprisal. Women who are subject to sexual violence in war zones are even less likely to be heard, as they find their voices drowned out by the conflict surrounding them. Even once the conflict is over, women may find themselves regularly facing their attackers at work or just on the street. The UN Security Council's adoption of a resolution on sexual violence in conflict earlier this year was a step in the right direction, but we must do much more. ODIHR supports countries across the OSCE region to ensure the participation and protection of women in conflict prevention, resolution, and peace building. We cannot and must not accept sexual violence as the so-called collateral damage of conflict. It has no place in our world, whether in times of peace or of war.